everyone, my name is Lily, and here is my story about how I found out that my parents aren't my real family. So, when I was younger, I've always felt like I didn't quite fit in with my family. I had different interests and physical features from my parents and siblings, but I never thought too much of it. But one day, while I was going through some of my old family pictures, I noticed something strange, which really made me think a lot. That is that I didn't look anything like my parents as a baby. I had different eyes, nose, mouth, and my skin tone was much darker than everyone else's. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong, so I decided to confront my parents. After like 1 week before seeing those pictures, I kept them and I thought of that a lot. I was like, oh my god, something is wrong. Like I'm different from them. They're not my real family. Something is off. So I just thought a lot and I finally got the courage to just confront them because that's the best decision. And I think the that's the right decision to do actually. So I confronted my parents. At first, they denied any wrongdoing and tried to convince me that I was only being silly. They were like, "Oh no, stop being ridiculous. That's not real. Like not everyone looks like their parents. You don't have to look exactly like us to be our own daughter. Look at your siblings. You look so much like them. Don't be silly. What is this, what is this ridiculous thing you're saying? That's just, yeah, they just laughed and were like, haha, you're not being serious. What is this? Is this a joke? And I actually didn't believe them. Like they tried to tell me I was just being silly, I was being ridiculous, but I was like, no, I was being insistent and just I was like, hey, please just tell me the truth. I know, like I feel that something is wrong. I always feel like that. I couldn't sleep. I was like, hey, please just admit it. So, when I pressed the issue, they finally broke down and admitted the truth. And I was right. So it turned out I was only being adopted. I was adopted and at birth. So at birth, my biological parents were unable to care for me, so they gave me up for adoption because I think they were like poor or something like I don't really know. I can't blame them. I mean, so I don't know the reason like exactly why, but later I found out and I'm going to tell you the reason later in this video. So, buckle up. And I was actually very shocked and surprised and yeah. Um My parents, not my biological parents, no, my adoptive parents, had always intended to tell me the truth when I was older, but they never found the right time. I was shocked and confused by the news, but I also felt a sense of relief because now finally everything made sense. I wasn't worried or different. I was only being a part of a different family. And while it was a lot to process, I knew that I was loved and supported by both my adoptive and biological families. From that day on, I embraced my unique story and felt grateful for the love that surrounded me. But I didn't just stop there. I didn't feel relieved for a long time. Like just a week passed and I was very curious, and after discovering the truth about my adoption, my world has turned upside down because I just couldn't leave like something something never happened, like nothing happened, never. So I had always felt like something was different about me, but I never suspected that I was adopted. Now that I knew the truth, I couldn't help but wonder about my biological parents. My adoptive parents were very supportive, thankfully, and understanding throughout the whole process. They answered all of my questions honestly and helped me to navigate to complex the emotions that came with, discovering my adoption. They assured they assured me that they loved me just as much as I were their own, biological child, and nothing would ever change that. So I think that their support is also a very big, you know, thing that really helped me. So I'm really thankful and grateful for my adoptive parents as well. Also, I was actually shocked that they weren't my biological parents because they always loved me just as much as my siblings. Like I always saw those movies where these evil people will adopt poor children and treat them like crap. And yeah, like I didn't think that my family isn't my biological family. I was shocked, but I was also relieved. Despite their reassurances, I couldn't help but feel a sense of curiosity about my biological family. I wondered what they looked like, what their personality will be like, and what if they ever thought about me. Like, I was also worried about whether they would want me like to meet me and be a part of my life. So I decided to do some research into my adoption, and I reached out to the agency that had facilitated. The agency was able to provide me with some basic information about my biological parents. It was so easy. I just, went to the agency and asked about my biological parents, and I found the basic information, including dynamics and a few details about the background. With this information, I began to search for my biological family. It took some time, but eventually I was able to track down my birth mother. So we arranged to meet in person. It was an emotional and overwhelming experience for both of us. My birth mother explained that she had given me up for adoption because she was very young and felt like she couldn't provide me with the life I deserved. She has always thought about me and wondered how I was doing, but she never thought she would actually get to meet me in person. My adoptive parents were so supportive of my desire to meet my birth mother, and they accompanied me to the meeting. It was a bittersweet experience as I was grateful to finally meet my biological mother, but also felt a sense of loss for the life I could have had if I had grown up with her. In the end, I was able to form a relationship with my birth mother and even met some extended family members. I also learned that my dad had actually married another woman, so I'm gonna also meet him very soon. I don't know if he's gonna want to meet me. My mother suggested that I don't go to meet him, like I have to wait some time or something like that, because she thinks that he wouldn't, want to see me. But I don't know, I'm still gonna think about that. But yeah, I'm just thankful that I met my family and I feel so loved and supported by my biological family as well as my adoptive family, I mean. And yeah, I felt very grateful for the love and support of both of my supportive and biological families, and I knew that I was truly lucky to have two families who loved me unconditionally. And that's it. That's my story about how I found out that my parents were my real parents and how this whole experience went. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more videos for you guys and even better ones. And yeah, that's it. I appreciate every support you guys give me. I read every comment you guys write, and I answered them. I tried to reply to every single one of them. And yeah, that's it. I love you all so much. Like I cannot even express it like in words. Like I just really love you guys. I hope that you also feel the same way. about me. And yeah, also guys, yeah, if you have a story like you want to tell me, like a real story or not a real story, tell me in the comments. Okay, write a story in the comments if you want me to share it in the next video. Like this story, I can show your comment in the video and tell the story in my own way. So yeah, I hope you guys do, because that will really help me, and in that way I can share more stories, and these stories can affect people's lives, so in a good way. And yeah, that's it. I love you all so much. I said that a lot because I really mean it. And yeah, see you next one. Bye.